Scorpio, I hope you're doing well. So I'm going to be doing your February 2021 reading, and what I'm going to do is pull some tarot cards to look at some of the issues this month and link them to the placements in your chart. So I'll also get the astrology but also the tarot as well. If this doesn't resonate, maybe watch your rising sign, because I find that if you put the sun and rising together, it gives a really good complete overview of the month. But if it doesn't resonate at all, that's fine. Just watch a video that does, but I'm hoping it does because I am using actual placements in this reading. So yeah, let's just find a card for Scorpio. I recently found out that my sister's a Scorpio rising, and I'm like, what? I never knew that. It actually makes a lot of sense. Whoa, that flew off. Everything's falling out today, isn't it? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, on the first 3 days of February, the moon is visiting Scorpio. Okay, so this is going to give you a very strong sense of strength and well-being and just feeling more successful and happy in your life. So the sun card really works there. It sounds so weird because I'm like the moon, not the sun, but the sun is very successful when it comes to that. So I think you're going to hit the ground running, feeling very renewed at the start of the month as well. And also, if you do celebrate Candlemas on the 1st, if you kind of create a really nice home environment, if you start something new, create something really special, I think that's going to actually, again, create a really nice sense of strength for the rest of the month. I definitely think the bond between a parent or a child or a friend is really important. This month we have a real emphasis of the home being important because the new moon, and the majority of planets that visit your 4th house, that's when home and sort of environments around the home are really important. And I think that's definitely linked to this Queen of Pentacles of feeling very generous with your children, with your parents, with your family, basically, because I think that's going to be very successful. You know, if you create a really nice connection with them this month, not that you don't always have a great connection, but if you put more effort into being close to them and building up a real strong bond with them, it's important because, like I say, that new moon is visiting your 4th house, which is all about the home this month, okay? I think also maybe if you've been thinking about moving house, that's actually going to be really positive as well. That's very successful. There's a sense of real success in this reading because we have got the sun, but we also got new beginnings with this Ace of Wands and creating something, but we've also got 6 of Wands, which is just triumphant. So the sun and 6 of Wands together is amazingly beautiful. That is just achieving and, you know, striving and just being amazing, basically. So if you've been thinking about moving house, or you know, you're worried about maybe a mortgage or something like that, that's going to be really important. I also think if you've gone through an experience, particularly if somebody in your life has passed away or somebody's hurt you, you'll become to more of an understanding with that, especially you know, with this 3 of Swords in reverse, which is basically you rejecting that heartbreak and moving past from it now and just thinking, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. And again, with the 10 of Swords in reverse, which is, again, rejecting this pain and heartbreak, you're moving on from something this month. You're really moving on and starting to focus more on your home life. What can I do with my family and friends? And maybe worrying a little bit less about somebody that's hurt you. I think also there's a sense that because somebody has hurt you or you have gone through something, you're awaiting bad things to happen. Especially with this kind of 9 of Wands. It's like, I'm awaiting the unhappiness, but you don't have to worry too much about that. I think you might realise that the decisions and choices that you make in life, they all have to link up with the home, okay? They all have to link up with this idea of stability, okay? And that sounds weird because, you know, Scorpio is this water sign, but they do want stability. And I think what you'll need to do is just focus a little bit more on that. Even on as early as the 2nd of February, start thinking about that. Start thinking about how can I get stability and rejecting that sense of heartbreak. I also think you're going to have an amazing Valentine's Day, because the 14th is going to be a really important day for inviting love into your life, to expressing love in the home, and really enough decorating. And when I think about decorating on Valentine's Day, I think of like rose petals and things like that. So I think you might be feeling a little bit more creative with decoration. You're going to be feeling more open to inviting love into your life, sort of rejecting this heartbreak and moving on a little bit more. Again, with this 9 of Wands, I think you have to be careful about worrying about deception, you know, again, that's sort of linked with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which is thinking that something wasn't accomplished or it can't be accomplished. That's not true. You can achieve things, and you'll actually have a great month to do that. If you're going to pick a month to really hit the ground running, do it this month, because like I said, we've got 6 of Wands, the Sun, and Ace of Wands. So that's really, really good. Also, make sure that you're doing something really exciting on the 23rd, because the 23rd is just a great day for all the signs. Really, if you can and you're able to and it's safe to see friends, I would do so. Maybe even do like a Skype call with friends, something that gets you involved with someone else. Like I said, inviting love into your life. And if someone says something to you, especially with communication, I would try not to be too critical of them. Try not to be judgmental about the way that they live and the way that you live, okay? Because you're different people. There's just a little bit of a possibility that there can be friction there this month. But I think you also, for you, especially this month, you start to realise that some of the shortcomings that have happened in your life are your responsibility. And I think perhaps you maybe haven't wanted to admit that. You haven't wanted to admit there's been shortcomings, that you've caused a lot of pain in your life. And God, I'm not calling you out here. The amount of things that I've done to myself and that I have to say, only you to blame, is crazy. But when you do that, there's a sense of real power when you're like, look, everything that's happened in my life is my choice. I did this to myself. Then you can start to reclaim your power back, And I think that's going to be important for you. And it's almost going to be a sort of celebration for you in a way. That's linked in your chart, but it's also linked with the tarot cards, with this Knight of Pentacles. With you feeling more mature, feeling more responsible. This is literally a card about responsibility. And you're going to be taking that responsibility. Being responsible for having brought pain into your life, and that is not something that you can avoid. You don't get to not suffer, unfortunately. I wish that we could not suffer, but it's part of life, and it's part of growing and getting closer to the sun, I also think that I also just realised that Ace of Wands and creation really links to what I was saying about decorating. So definitely, if you're thinking about sprucing up your place or yourself, maybe a makeover with your clothes or your hair, and that's a really good time to do it. But just enjoy yourself. There's just a real sense of enjoying yourself with your children, if you have children, with other children, if you've got nieces or nephews. That's a really nice time to, bring out positivity with children, because children don't really have inhibitions. They just do what they want to do. They don't care about judgment from society or heartbreak or anything like that. They just do. And some of that can really transfer onto you. Okay? I also think, because even though you're a water sign, water is going to be a really important thing for you this month. And maybe if you can, if you're near an ocean, then be in the ocean. But if not, just take lots of baths. Water is going to be really cleansing for you this month. And I think that it's going to be, it's just going to be very freeing for you. But overall, this month looks really great. And I think you're also going to have some really unexpected changes, but they're going to be exciting, and they might keep you motivated and busy for the coming months. Maybe like a new project, something that's going to keep you going. Generally, I just see a really, really good month here for you guys, Scorpio. It's going to be really good. You're rejecting heartbreak, moving on to feeling successful. And like I said, up to like the 4th, it's going to be really exciting. So that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And I hope you have an amazing February. And yeah, I'll catch you around. Bye, guys.